Happy St. Patrick's Day, and welcome to Fox 61 and CW20's coverage of the Greater Hartford St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Top of the morning to you. Fox 61 and CW20 are proud to once again celebrate a tradition in the capital city. Welcome to the 53rd Greater Hartford St. Patrick's Day Parade.
And you are looking live at downtown Hartford, where, as you can see, already thousands of people have lined the streets. They're excited for everything this parade has to offer. The dignitaries, the bands, and the many, many dancers making their way through the streets.
And if you're not out there, being here with us is the next best thing. So thank you so much for joining us this morning on Fox 61 Plus and CW20. I'm Bridget Bjorlo.
I'm Tim Lammers.
And I'm Symphony Privet. The energy and excitement for the parade has been building all week long.
We expect to see upwards of 50,000 people along the parade route today. That's all of the participants, the volunteers, and the spectators.
You've got a front row seat with us for all of the action. And as always, we're so happy to be joined once again, as we are every year, by parade commentator Jim Moriarty. Jim, I know you've always told me every time a parade wraps up, the Central Connecticut Celtic Cultural Committee starts its preparations for the next parade. So it's been a year leading up to this. It must be so satisfying.
Year, but here we are again after a year's worth of planning, and it's always great to be back. So thank you.
Yeah, what are you most excited for today?
Actually, we're welcoming a visitor from the Irish consulate in New York for the first time. So we have sort of Irish royalty in our midst.
Yeah,
nice.
It's fantastic. I know every year we always wind up having people from Hartford's sister city out there.
They're back
County
as well.
Wexford. They're back as well, so it is great to see, and we welcome them all there.
And the weather not bad either.
I know.
No rain.
Yeah, this time last year it was a lot more damp
Yeah.
and chillier, so we're hoping it's a great turnout.
The year before, it was freezing. So, yeah, definitely thankful for the good weather out there. Let's kick things off with a look at the parade route. It starts over at the state capitol, then heads east on Capitol Avenue to Main Street. Now, the marchers turn left there and go north to Asylum Street for another left turn. The parade continues on Asylum to Ford Street, where the parade ends at the Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Arch. Now, these roads and many others are closed this morning for the parade, so be on the lookout for that. We will have all the information on fox61.com.
And we've got team coverage of the parade. Right in the middle of the action, we've got Fox 61's Keith McGilvery, Sarah Sanchez, and Kayla Cade along the crowds. Let's start with Kayla. She's there at the starting line on Capitol Avenue right now. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, a lot of people are here. The police just kicked off the parade, and we have some people with the bagpipes here starting to go. Now, I actually was speaking with one of the people here waiting to watch the parade. Her name is Madison. Good morning, Madison.
Morning. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Now, you've been coming to this parade for years. What are some of the reasons that keeps bringing you back?
Just to really celebrate the Irish culture, and I love the environment and the energy that this place exempts and everything, and I just love it here. And it's great.
What is one of your favorite performances throughout the year? So what are you most excited to see this year?
I love watching the marching band and really just celebrating the Irish culture, like I've said before. And I love coming back and honoring those who have served our country and are the first responders like my father. And I love just coming back here, and the culture is great.
Thank you so much, Madison, for speaking with me. Now, we are going to send it back over to Keith and Sarah right now. Stay with us as we'll have coverage throughout the morning.
Tamani, keep good eyeballs.
Good morning and happy St. Patrick's Day. 1, 2, 3.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
What a day here in the city of Hartford.
No, there's already so many people gathered out here, lots of families, and they've been out here. Shane's family's been out here since what time?
7:30.
7:30 in the morning, and they have like a whole spread. They have a whole thing going on over there. What does this parade mean to you and your family?
Oh, it's been a long-standing tradition, particularly started by Mr. John Cronin over there. Great food, drinks every morning, and we have a great time.
And what's your most favorite part of the parade day?
The gathering of family.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Lucia, you are out here as well with all these great kids. What does a day like today mean for you?
Oh, I mean, it's an amazing opportunity to get together and celebrate, everything that Ireland means to us.
I love it. And William, you are a flag bearer. You're in 4th grade. You've been carrying this flag all morning. You having a good time?
Yes.
Do you want to say Happy St. Patrick's Day to anyone?
Nah. Happy St. Patrick's Day, though.
I love it, and I have to say our super fan is here, Braden. You've been following the Fox 61 Morning News forever. Do you want to say Happy St. Patrick's Day to anyone?
Happy St. Patrick's Day, Preston.
Oh, Preston, your friend over here. High five. High five, and Annie, come on over here. You want to say Happy St. Patrick's Day? Go ahead.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
She's coming for my job, that one.
This is what community is all about. What a morning, and we're just getting started.
Clearly, of course, as soon as we go live, we get like the sirens driving by, but that's the Hartford Police Department. So our proud men and women in blue right behind us.
All right, and a shout out to all the parents here as well. Just behind us, you're doing a great job.
Clearly you can see we're in the Rowdy area.
All right, should we do it one more time?
One more
Our special
time.
message. 1, 2, 3. All right, back to you guys. Well done. High five. High five. High five. High five. High five. Good job.
Just keep it going, kids. Keep it going. Here we go. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all those cuties out there. I love the energy they're bringing this morning. Our parade is streaming on Fox 61 Plus with a special feed for our performance camera.
Yeah, we're just getting started, though, in downtown Hartford. We've got a lot more ahead after this short break. Stay with us.
Happy St. Patrick's Day from the Connecticut Department of Transportation. Take a rideshare or use a designated driver. Drive safe and save lives this St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day from Aligned Elevator. Aligned with all of your elevator needs.
Welcome back to the 53rd Greater Hartford St. Patrick's Day Parade. We are taking a live look at our drone cam as folks are lining the streets waiting for the parade procession to come down.
Yeah, that is right there on Main Street across from the Wadsworth Athenaeum, always one of the busier parts of the parade route. But that's the one thing we're taking away from this. The weather, it is a little cool. As you can see, a breeze going. That has not stopped people from coming out and lining the streets. There are not a lot of bare spots. Jim Moriarty, I like to see the turnout.
Well, a dry day is a win, and everything after that is a blessing. So, and it's March, so this is as good as it gets for some March days, and it does look like it's a nice crowd on the side of the streets there.
Yes. And so we are going to wait for essentially the official start of the parade to make its way to Main Street. But as you can see, that parade has stepped off a little bit closer to the Bushnell. We already have the Middletown Police Pipe Band. But just want to back it up a little bit. I know it is tradition, Jim, always starting with Hartford and the Hartford Police Department.
Right. The parade has traditionally started every year with the city of Hartford and the 5 Cs, the Central Connecticut Celtic Cultural Committee, leading it. And then with the Hartford Police Department and the Hartford Fire Department as well.
And up to 50,000 people are out there today. We have the spectators, we have participants. Just people are so excited. This has just become a tradition year after year. So much green swag out there. The kiddos, look how cute these kids are participating.
Oh, green hair?
There you go. Yeah, throwing some candy.
Love that.
All right.
So I was out along the parade route at last year's parade, and it is just so nice to see how families come together and make this a family tradition.
It is a
Even
tradition.
with the little babies bundled up out there.
And they're waving, part of it all.
Yeah. And there you were seeing the order of the flags, and I believe those are the flags of the different counties.
Right, those are the 32 flags, the 26 flags of the Republic of Ireland, and the 6 flags of the North of Ireland as well. And those are carried by members of the Irish American Home Society in Glastonbury.
Yeah, that's something they do every year. Were you able to pick out the flag from your home county in there?
I saw a blue and white one. I couldn't guarantee you that was County Laois, but I'd make a legitimate bet that it might have been.
Yes. All right. Wonderful. So just taking a look at what we have out there right now. Oh, so many people. That is great to see. And I believe that's the Gaelic Athletic Association, right? Because I'm seeing some hurlers out there, yes?
You're very good, Mr. Lammers.
He's done this
yes,
time or
you're
two.
absolutely right.
Okay.
Very good. So it started 53 years ago. What's the significance of that? Why did it get started? How big is the Irish community here in Hartford?
Well, I think at one time it was a large immigrant community here, and it was really the Irish who came here, who established here, who started an organization, the Irish American Home Society, as kind of a home away from home for folks that were here and acclimating to the States. And they're the ones that started the parade kind of as a way of representing their tradition, their heritage, and their culture. And it's just grown over the course of the last 5+ decades.
Wow.
That is incredible. Another thing I noticed when I was out on the parade route last year, some people were gathering in memory of their loved ones who would come out to the parade every year.
That's beautiful.
So they're carrying on that tradition. I'm sure that we'll see a lot of that today.
Well, and tradition really is huge in the Irish and Irish American community to the point where, you know, as some folks said, they're there early because they stake their claim in the exact same spot year after year after year as their families grow and expand.
And some of those spots are hard to come by. You got to fight over those spots.
Which is why he said he was there at 9:30 this morning. Exactly.
Very smart.
Exactly.
I saw people out and about around 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, and that's always a really fun time.
So we're going to try to catch up with our crews out in the field. Who are we checking in with here? All right, Sarah and Keith, what's going on?
We're out here right now along Capitol, but we ran into the Sharkovich family. If you remember, Robert Sharkovich died in the line of duty last year. I'm here with his sister, Karen. So Karen, we just saw all of the fire departments roll through. What does that mean to you and your family? Why are you here? And talk about what it means to see all of our firefighters out here.
This parade has been a tradition in our family for years, and Robert used to march in it. I'm here with his wife Joanne, his twin sons, and entire family behind us. And like I said, it's just been a tradition every year that we come. When the Hartford and Wethersfield fire departments come through, it warms our heart. and the support. I mean, they just had a sign. The Emerald Society had the big sign of him, and it just means a lot to us.
Yeah, I did notice that they all had the Sharkovich posters out this year. It's very emotional, I'm sure, for your family.
We are so grateful to all of our men and women who have served our communities in uniform. Condolences for your family's collective loss. You are out here honoring the life of your dad. What would you want Connecticut to know about your dad?
He was just a hero, and it was great to show how much he worked, and he was a hard worker. He was a great father, great grandfather, great husband. He was just a great all-around person, a funny guy to be around, just a great guy to be around, and you had to love him. I mean, everyone loved him.
And you're out here with your mom and your twin brother. To see the outpouring of support from this community for your family at such a difficult time in your heart, what does that say to you?
It shows how much the community really cares and how much the community really is like intact and how much everyone really loves each other.
We are so incredibly sorry for your collective loss. Thank you for your time, and our hearts are with you. It is so much about joy, this parade, Sarah, but it is so much about celebrating community and showing that there is more that unites us than divides us.
Absolutely, and if I don't know if you saw it at home, but when the police officers were driving by too, they had a lot of posters for Bobby Garton, which was one of the police officers that lost his life in the line of duty. So there's a lot of remembrance here because this meant so much to so many people. We are so sorry for your loss. I know days like today are probably a little harder, Yeah, but I'm sure every day is a little harder.
A little easier too. Like I said, having the community and all the support, people coming up to us and just telling stories about how they used to see him marching in the parade and how much this parade, meant to him.
Yeah.
So it helps us.
Yeah, he was very loved and respected in this community. Yes, yeah.
All right, I know your dad and husband would be so incredibly proud. Thank you for sharing a part of his story with us.
Thank you.
We're going to continue to walk along the parade route and meet some great folks, but for now, we'll send it back to you.
Okay, guys, thank you so much. And as we're looking at more of the parade coming here, there you are, New Ross, Ireland, Hartford's sister city. I know Keith McGilvery got to speak to those fine folks as on the morning show yesterday as they came through. Why don't you, Jim, talk about the bond between Hartford and New Ross?
Well, the sister city relationship with New Ross in County Wexford has existed for quite some time. Started a number of years ago by Irish Americans here who extended a welcome to the folks from New Ross. And it's been kind of re-energized over the course of the last few years. I think this is probably the third year in a row that they've come over to spend almost a week here in Hartford and participate in the parade and the other kinds of activities that go on around Hartford celebrating St. Patrick's Day.
And they have a historical marker over at the corner of Main Street and Chapel Street South. That was in place in 1995. So they have their place here in the capital city.
Well, and it's an interesting fact that New Ross is actually the ancestral home of President John Kennedy.
Oh.
Interesting.
Huh.
Is that the first time you've told us that? I feel like I would have remembered that over the years.
Actually, it's not. I thought you were paying attention when I talked.
Just going back to the police presence, this is one of those things that I think I just took for granted. Whenever there's parades, right, for different events, different holidays, the police, the honor guards, the color guards, they all come out. But especially in a St. Patrick's Day parade, and the Greater Hartford one as well, they're not just here because it's a parade. There's a very close knit between the Irish community and Irish immigrants and first responders.
Well, in fact, the Irish and Irish Americans have had a long history in both police and fire service. My own Irish-born grandfather walked the beat in Hartford's North End as a Hartford police officer. My uncle was actually a former fire chief of the Hartford Fire Department. So there's lots of Irish and Irish American presence as part of both of those groups.
And since your family was heavily involved in this, how does it make you feel to be here and still be continuing that legacy?
Well, it really is a celebration of our culture, of our heritage, and particularly of those who came before us. My mom was a former parade grand marshal. Both my wife and I have had that honor. So to sort of share that as a second generation is a pretty impressive and happy thing to do.
Yeah, we also want to go out live and show that this is Hartford Healthcare. They just drove their neighborhood van through the streets, and you can see them out there waving in their green. Very significant and integral part of the community for so many years.
Yes, okay, taking a look here. Oh, the beads are going.
Yes.
Oh, wait, pups.
Oh, yeah,
I'm always here for the dogs.
The little
Dogs
outfit.
involved.
Aw, what do we got there? We got a lab.
Gosh.
Okay. Very sweet.
Oh.
And then the Fox 61
yeah.
contingent.
Oh, there we
got
are.
lucky that we were able to be so close to all the great puppies out there.
Oh, who's that? Okay.
That's, oh, yeah. That mascot, he's always
my
there.
Goodness. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, the crowd, I was there with him last year. The crowd roars when they see Matt Scott. They know him well. He riles them up as he's doing.
Riles them up is the right word.
He
They're all mad
riles us
at
up
him. There's not
here,
sunshine.
too. What else we got out there?
Riles up is the right word.
He is such a recognizable face, though.
Yeah, but we are. This has become a tradition for us here at Fox 61 and CW20 to be a part of this, and we're so happy we can be again this year.
I saw Sam Tampiri peeking out, giving out some candy to the kiddos there.
And you can see a lot more of those parade sponsors. We're going to get you more sights and work on getting you the sounds. Of course, music's such a big part of this as well. A lot of those bands are starting to make their way to some of our broadcast positions, so we will get you the sights, the sounds, the music in just a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us. Our coverage of the 53rd Annual Greater Hartford St. Patrick's Day Parade continues.
Happy St. Patrick's Day from the Office of Catholic Schools. There's something greater here. Happy St. Patrick's Day from Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. If there's any delay, it's you we pay.
Welcome back to the 53rd Annual Greater St. Patrick's Day Parade. We're so happy you're with us on this Saturday morning. We are coming to you live from downtown Hartford. You can see our drone shot capturing all the action, the sights and the sounds. Upwards of 50,000 people are out there this morning. So good morning to everyone at home, and thanks for being here.
Yeah, glad you could join us here on this wonderful day. As you can see, there is no rain. It is a little overcast, but I think maybe a little bit warmer than we were expecting. So if you are one of the members of the Central Connecticut Celtic Cultural Committee, I think you would take this weather, Jim Moriarty, wouldn't you?
As I said, as long as it's dry, that's a good day.
That's all that matters. Boy, I just every year it's the general chair, right, Liz Saunders. You mentioned everything that she has done to try to help bring this about. We can't thank her enough, right?
And her sort of co-chair, our parade chair, Eileen K. Moore, the two of them work incredibly closely together, and with the executive board and all of the town chair people who work, again, year-round to make the parade possible.
All right, trying to check out who we have here.
Those would be the Ancient Mariners.
Okay. All right, we're going to take a quick listen in here.
Some of them barefoot out there. They are dedicated to the cause of recreating what it was like back in around 1812 when they are sort of portraying the sounds, the sights, and the footwear of the common sailor.
Yeah, thankfully it's warmer this year. They don't have to worry about their
Look
feet.
at those feet.
Oh, I thought they had on sandals.
No, those are bare feet right there.
Wow, okay.
Tough.
Ancient Mariners, founded in 1959 in Guilford, and as Tim just said, they portray the common sailor of 1812, barefoot and all.
and the flutes they're playing are wooden. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Coming from someone that used to play the flute growing up. That is not easy what they're doing out there.
All right, let's check back in with Sarah Sanchez and Keith McGilvery, guys.
Good morning, everyone. We are celebrating all that is great about Connecticut.
Yes, and little Maddie is turning 6 years old today. Hi, Maddie. Can you believe on your birthday when you're turning 6 that you're on TV?
No!
Her mom is so excited.
I'm so excited. I was here pregnant right before I had her for the parade in 2019. So that it fell on her birthday this year is extremely awesome for us.
So your family does this every year?
Yes, yep. My husband's family has been forever.
Yeah, well, and your name is Patrick, right? So aptly named Patrick.
Yep, it's my day.
Maddie and Patrick's day. So your family does this every year too?
Always, since I was a kid, and she's never missed one. So it's our favorite.
Very cool.
That's Grandma.
It's all about fun and being weird and just enjoying people.
And tell me, Sarah, step back for just a minute. Who is this beautiful little girl here?
Oh, Molly Moore.
Molly Moore, perfect name for an Irish parade. You, my friend up here, what's your name?
Nathan.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
You too.
Do you want to say hello to anyone?
Hi.
All right, they're all from East Lyme.
Hi.
What a day to celebrate. The parade is looking good. Want to come over here for a minute? Let's see. What's your name?
Marie.
Where are you from?
I'm from Colchester, Connecticut.
And what do you think of the parade so far?
It's so much fun. We come down here every year, and it's just such a great experience.
It is a great experience indeed. How are you feeling today?
Great, how are you?
Good, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Who are you folks with?
We're with the Hartford GAA and the Irish American Home in Glastonbury.
All right, good stuff. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really loud out here, so I'm trying to hear Keith, hear what he's saying, but also keep my wits about me. So it is very lively out here. There's so many people, and they're so excited to be out here. What's really cool being out in the crowd is how many people are here with their family. Because I haven't been out here with people, meeting groups and stuff, because I've only just walked it before. But talking with people, it is such a family affair, and that's what's really neat.
It is a family affair indeed. There is so much to see, we do and celebrate. We will send things back to you in the studio.
Guys, thank you. And of course, it's an especially exciting day, Jim, for all the parade's honorees.
And again, as part of our tradition, each year we select a parade grand marshal. This year's grand marshal is Mr. Frank Droney, a native of County Clare, Ireland. And as we mentioned in our previous conversation, Frank was a Hartford firefighter for 33 years, a member of the Irish American Home Society in Glastonbury for 77 years, served in the Army during the Korean War. The name Droney is synonymous with both Irish dancing and music on both sides of the Atlantic. So we're thrilled to have Frank as our parade grand marshal this year. And our person of the year, appropriately marching down Main Street in front of the Hartford Public Library, is Bridget Quinn, who is the president and CEO of the Hartford Library. She has her own Irish heritage. Her folks are visiting here from Long Island this weekend to celebrate the day with her. And she's somebody that is a fine representative of all that's good about Hartford and the tremendous services that the Hartford Public Library provides to its residents.
Yes.
And we had Bridget here in the studio a few days ago on the morning show to interview her ahead of the parade, and she was able to trace her ancestry back to Ireland, and that was something that she bonded with her dad on and her siblings on. So that, I bet that was a really cool experience.
Right, well, and that's, again, it's part of the sort of the outgrowth of the parade. We recognize somebody and it sort of prompts an interest in tracing their heritage.
Great name, by the way. Great name.
A great Irish name.
Yes, sir.
And we also have two deputy marshals this year. They are Kelly Bilodeau, who's actually the co-chair of the Hartford Parade Committee, and Micah O'Neill, who is the current president of the Irish American Home Society. And as I mentioned before, we are welcoming today from the Irish Consulate in New York, Deputy Consul General Aisling O'Boyle.
Yes. And that is the first time the Greater Hartford St. Patrick's Day Parade has welcomed somebody from the consulate down there in New York City. It's great to see the dancing going on here. And yeah, we're waiting on Griffith Academy to come up if you want to see some really good Irish dancing. Here we are.
On
Let's take a listen if we can.
Yesterday morning, we had the SRI, I believe, SRI Dance Academy. They're based out of South Windsor, and they were dancing in clogs here in the studio.
Oh, you talk about Skull Wrinkle Limney?
Yes, SRL.
They're coming up,
yes.
But Griffith Academy, oh my goodness, what a storied championship tradition of Irish dancing.
Absolutely. They're under the direction of Mary Beth Griffith and her sister Colleen. They've been part of the Hartford Irish American community for decades. The school was actually started by their mom. And speaking of the Griffith Academy, we also, from the Parade Committee, issue 2 scholarships each year. One of our scholarships went to Brodie McNamara, who happens to be a Griffith dancer, a student at Rocky Hill High School, and an athlete. And our other scholarship recipient is Thomas
McKinney.
McKinney from Greenwich High School, who's involved in, I think, every honor society in existence at that school, is a black belt in karate and a member of the school's science club. And there we see our friends from New Ross, County Wexford.
And it's interesting, real quickly, that you mentioned that Brodie is a dancer. The Griffith Academy does offer an all-boys class, and that's not something you always think of, because a lot of the times you watch these parades, you see the majority of the dancers are women.
And it's been around so long. 1954, it was founded one of the nation's top Irish dancing schools. So nice to have them part of our community.
Yes.
We do want to take it back out live to one of our field crews, Kayla Cade, standing by the parade route. Kayla, if you can hear me, paint the picture for us there. What are you seeing here? You're walking out there. I see you. How's it going?
Hey guys, yeah, I'm walking with the Magic Soul Academy. You hear the drones behind me. Got one of the dancers here, Annalise. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great today. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Now, you participating in this parade, how long have you been doing this?
I've been in this drumline for 2 years, but I've been performing for like over a decade now. So, been around.
And how has participating in this parade been for you so far?
It has been a great experience. I've recognized a lot of faces out here, so giving back to the community has been an experience for me.
And then just to bring the viewers in just a little bit more and give me some experience, can you teach me a bit of an 8 count?
So we're gonna start off with a quick 8 count. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go 5, 7.
Okay, I think I got it. Okay, so we're gonna go
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, go.
Okay, wait. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right. So I'm part of the Magic Soul Academy right now. This is such a fun experience. Okay, put it one more time.
5, 6, 7, go. 5, 6.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I appreciate it. Well, enjoy your time at the parade. I'm going to send it back to you guys at the studio. Thank you guys so much. This is such a fun time. All right, we'll see you guys later.
I think Kayla needs to pick up a side gig in the drum line there. She was getting down.
Yeah, she is just going to throw that microphone away. Just keep marching. All right, let's get over to Sarah. She's with the Fox 61 contingent. Sarah, good morning.
Good morning. Hello. I found this rowdy bunch behind me and a guy named Matt Scott who's running around like a crazy person. Where is he? Matt, there he is. Matt! We're live.
Oh my gosh, this is my favorite thing to do every year. The crowds get bigger and bigger and louder and louder. Although, to be fair, you guys are too quiet. This is how you work a crowd.
I told you it's getting crazy over here.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it, he says. It's just really cool, once again, to see all these families out here.
Oh, here's where are you from?
Manchester, Connecticut.
Where are you from?
West Hartford.
What's your name?
Braden.
Are you having a good time today?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part?
Candy.
Candy, I love it. I love it. Where are you from, my friend?
I'm from Westbrook. He's from South Windsor.
And what's it like to bring these little ones out here today?
I love it. We came all the way up from Westbrook just to see this.
All right, should we go try to check in with this young lady on wheels here?
Which one? The one on the skate?
We'll see how it goes.
Oh my gosh, well, can you keep up with her, Keith? Yeah, let's see.
What's your name, my friend?
On the stilts.
I'm Little Elle from Extraordinary Arts.
And what do you make of today's parade?
Well, everyone's Irish today. Mwah!
I love it. The weather is perfect. Who do you have with you?
I have my Shamrock friends and my other friends from Emerald City. Extraordinary Arts.
I don't know if I can reach you. What's your name, my friend?
My name's Jay. How's it going?
How are you doing? How are you managing here along this parade route?
I'm doing fantastic. One long strap in front of the other, and I'm good to go, you know?
All right. What's your
message
to all the families out here today?
Be safe, have a great time, and, happy St. Patrick's Day.
I love it. Good stuff. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. We'll send things back to you.
We'll send it back to you in the studio.
Keith is a pretty tall guy. I work with him every day, and it's not every day that he probably has to point the microphone
up where someone else towers over him. That's a lot of fun. Those still walkers and wing dancers, they're based in Massachusetts, but they're having a great time up there.
Yeah, you can see more of the Hartford contingent coming through. As we said, they're traditionally always lead the parade, and boy, they have a big contingent this year, don't they?
And our Hartford co-chairs are Ryan McBride and Kelly Bilodeau. Hartford's honorees this year are Kate and Ken McAvoy, well-known figures in Hartford. Ken is actually the owner of Agave Restaurant, and the two of them involved in significant charitable work across the city as well. And this year's town honoree for Hartford is Rex Fowler, who recently retired as the Chief Executive Officer of the Hartford Community Loan Fund. Congratulations to both of them.
And how do all those people get picked? What's the selection process?
Each of the towns has their own committee, and they identify, for the most part, a town marshal who typically is someone town marshal who's typically someone of Irish heritage, and a town honoree who need not be Irish.
They're very nice.
Once again, you're looking at extraordinary arts. There are stilt walkers, wing dancers, and more. Based out of Massachusetts, and I think they do parades up there, but they like to come down, as they have for many years, here to be a part of this parade in Greater Hartford.
And those stilt walkers, I would love to know about the preps that they have to take to walk down a long parade route on the stilts. Oh my gosh.
All the leg workouts.
Yeah.
And the cardio.
They're closing up all their rings today.
And coming off of winter, there's a pothole or two out there that they're negotiating as well.
Step out there. Wait.
All right, coming up, here's the Connecticut Patriots Fife and Drum Corps. Is Hartford's proud drill, drum, and dance corps. Some of the younger people in the parade. They're open to kids between the age of 5 all the way up to adults up to 24. Founded 12 years ago. Good to see them back.
Yeah, so they like to integrate a little bit of everything. Sound, movement, as we can see, and a little bit of artistry to help develop the skills of those young folks and expose them to some greater opportunities. So they're getting this experience with their talent, and they get a chance to excel socially, academically, and artistically. Let's listen in.
Live look from our Fox 61 storm tracker driving through the parade route. You see all those people packed in. We have upwards of 50,000 spectators and participants is lining the streets of the capital city. So many people excited to be there, and we've heard time and time again, this is really a family affair. These families go to this parade year after year. They have so many memories. So we want to send it out to our Fox 61 Keith McGilvery standing by with our mayor of Hartford, Runan Ralampalam. We're going to send it out to Keith right now. Keith, can you hear me?
We're going to check back in
live.
with them.
Okay, we'll
Bridget, you were just saying, this has been tradition for a long time, and when Keith and Sarah were talking to some folks earlier.
The banner up there.
There he is. Here he
It's
is.
the greatest day in Hartford. We have so much fun. We've got so many people out here on our main street. It's just a fun day. If you haven't come out already, we've got a party on Pratt afterwards. You should join us. It's incredible to celebrate our Irish heritage as a city, but also just incredible for everybody of all colors to come together and have a great day in the city of Hartford.
We're going to give people a look at the parade while we talk, but but a lot of folks coming to Hartford for the first time today or have not been in a long time. Reintroduce them to our great city. What is your pitch when it comes to celebrating and visiting Hartford?
Well, we've got so much vibrancy, so many new businesses coming into our city, so many new restaurants. You know, it is just a fun time to be had. But there's also, you know, we've got new people moving into our downtown. We've got new businesses coming back to our city. This is the center of this region. This is the center of the state, the capital of the state. And you should come out to Hartford. We are growing every single month, and there's new things going on every month.
All right, I'll let you catch up to your kids. Have a great St. Patrick's Day. Good to see you. Sarah, it is turning out to be quite a party.
It sure is, and it is so much fun. It is very loud out here, too.
All right, so we do some high fives? High fives!
High fives.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, high five!
That's what I mean by it's loud out here.
High five on TV, high five!
Like a cannon going on.
Where are you from?
Weathersfield.
And what do you make of today?
It's wonderful.
And who's this group you're with?
My family.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone!
Happy St. Patrick's Day. What's your name?
Ariel.
A St. Patrick's Day baby!
Yeah, we got it.
Your birthday's on St. Patrick's Day?
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
You just saw the Shriners out there riding on their little cars, looking good. They're going fast.
And they practice those synchronized maneuvers, the weave that they do. They're not doing it now. One thing that I noticed, Jim, and I think this really speaks to how inclusive the parade tries to be, bringing in everybody, not just the Irish. You saw some people who march in another big Hartford parade, the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and they are in there.
Which is the first time we're welcoming them to the parade. But I think that kind of underscores what the mayor just said, that this is not just a day for the Irish, but it's a day that provides us the opportunity to celebrate the diversity of Greater Hartford.
And how many immigrants of all walks of life have come here to make Hartford home. It's such a vibrant city.
Absolutely. And again, it does provide us an opportunity to showcase that diversity, not only in Hartford, but in the towns and cities that surround Hartford as well.
All right, taking a look at East Hartford now as they're making their way down. We're going to take a quick break. Stay with us.
Happy St. Patrick's Day from the Connecticut Department of Transportation. Take a ride share or use a designated driver. Drive safe and save lives this St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day from Aligned Elevator. Aligned with all of your elevator needs.
And thank you again for spending just a part of your morning with us. I always forget if that's choppers or choo-choo.
Choo-choo. Choo-choo, okay.
Yeah, the Hartford Yard Goats, they make their way in every year. One of the prides of Hartford. Good to see them again. And a special shout out to one of my favorite Irish play-by-play announcer, Jeff Dooley. We love Jeff Dooley and the Rockettes. Not the Rockettes, the Yard Goats.
And they had a real goat out there too earlier, strutting along.
And we are seeing the drum corps behind them once again, where we just saw Kayla Cade getting a little one-on-one dance lesson not too long ago.
And some of these folks are as young as, 5 years old, learning how to drum, and those are not easy to carry. These are heavy instruments.
Now, that's the Town and County Club, a women's organization in Hartford celebrating their centennial.
And they're actually dressed in outfits to commemorate the suffrage movement.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great to
their
see
first time in the parade this year as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, coming off the heels of Women's History Month, perfect timing there.
Yeah. And their headquarters, gorgeous. A mansion sort of in Hartford's Asylum Hill neighborhood, built in 1895. Yeah, it is just gorgeous grounds that they have there. So welcome to them to the parade for the first time. And here's our first double-decker bus.
And the band that we see playing there, the Boys of Wexford.
So they used to perform traditional Irish jigs Wednesdays at the old McKinnon's Irish Pub. And they've chosen the name Boys of Wexford. It's the name of an old Irish ballad. They got a pretty cool ride.
They do. It's an old school set of wheels they got there. And
can we listen into what they're performing?
Okay. Oh,
that was Sonar.
Yes.
Hartford Wolfpack, yeah.
We got them all there. The weather seems to be improving out there. The clouds kind of dissipating. Not as cold as last year. We were worried about some rain, but it's looking great, and upwards of 50,000 people out there today participating.
Yeah, I was out and about yesterday, and several people stopped me and said, "Hey, is it gonna rain?"
Yeah.
What's the
Because that's the worst, walking in a parade during the rain.
Yeah.
Here's another parade tradition. Ann Cubberley's Giant Puppets. This is a sort of a Connecticut-based troupe. Ann has dedicated most of her life to doing this. She wanted to be an artist since she was about 7 years old. And those giant puppets, they sort of had their start up in Vermont. Some of you might have heard of a tradition they have there called the Bread and Puppet Theater, which was sort of like an artist collective where they would bring people in, have puppet shows and other shows, hand people bread. And she just sort of took that inspiration and ran. And these giant puppets she had were gorgeous. And then here's another parade staple, the Professors of Sweet, Sweet Music, Possum.
We've had them on the show a couple of times.
We have members Earl, Alicia, Craig, Ben, Byron, and Dave all up there, getting the crowd nice and rowdy. They won the Best of Hartford Readers Poll 3 years in a row and are also co-creators of the Heartbeat Music Festival. It's a pop-infused rock, if we can listen into them a little.
And I've seen them at other big events here in the capital city. They always bring the energy.
They do.
And in following the diversity theme, it's music of all kinds.
Yes. A little bit of everything.
Oh yeah, when they came by our broadcast position last year, they were blasting American Girl by Tom Petty. Everybody was singing along.
Yeah, jamming out.
Okay, taking a look at.
Oh yeah, that's the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. They have, in my opinion, the float of the year every year.
I remember seeing them last year, and they were one of my favorites.
They're headquartered in Bloomfield.
And certainly the construction trades also have a strong history with the Irish and Irish Americans here in Greater Hartford.
Yeah, you'll be seeing a lot of trade unions coming through, the IBEW, the Carpenters, Teamsters. Yeah, that is not a coincidence, Jim.
Absolutely.
They have about 1,200 workers.
Yeah, and they're actually headquartered in Berlin.
Yeah.
Roller derby, let's go, ladies.
There's a number of teams in the Hartford area that are all sort of playing under that umbrella. And yes, let's get back to the dancing. Look at this.
And that's a glimpse of the Mulcahy Academy. Dancing while moving is not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
But that's such a tradition, just the dancing, dating back to the beginning of Irish heritage.
Well, certainly that was something that was passed on through generations of families, and Irish dancing, particularly in light of the river dance craze, just exploded here in the States. And here in Connecticut in particular, we have significantly talented, successful champion dancers and schools.
Which the Mulcahy Academy is one of them.
Erin being the director there, who's developed quite a significant school and a number of champion dancers herself, who actually travel not only around the country, but competes each year in the World Championships in Ireland.
Yes, so when we had the SRL Academy on, they had 4 dancers here on the show yesterday who are going to be competing in the championships in Ireland. I just thought that was so cool that those kids have an opportunity to not only learn about the culture, you know, Irish culture here through the dance, but they were going to Ireland.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and it really teaches more than just dance. It's discipline, it's working hard to achieve something, it's practice. And I think it also gives them a sense of poise and responsibility and self-confidence.
The posture.
Yes.
They have the best posture and the core work they have to maintain.
Strong legs,
just
incredible discipline to, I'm sure, practice even when they don't feel like it.
And I love the hair too. All the hair pieces.
Not a fan of the hair. I gotta be honest with you, not a fan of the hair. And we mentioned Brody, one of our scholarship recipients, who actually in his resume listed his Irish dancing as a sport.
There you go.
It is though.
It is.
It's not wrong at all.
Well, I've heard when Griffith Academy and Mulcahy Academy get together, they're giving each other angry stares. It's like the Sharks and the Jets going.
Yeah, competition.
I'm just kidding.
It's a friendly competition.
Yes. All right, let's get out to
and there's room enough for everyone.
There is, yes. All right, let's get out to Keith and Sarah again. Who do you got with you this time, guys?
We are here on Main Street with a whole family that is gathered here, multi-generations. Can you say Happy St. Patrick's Day?
Happy St. Patrick's Day!
And I asked, where are you from? And they pretty much named, I think, every city or town in Connecticut. So they're from all over. They all came here to Hartford for the St. Patrick's Day parade.
You ladies, I fell in love with you right away because you waved me down from across the street. So I know you're loyal morning show viewers.
We were fangirling.
You were fangirling. Okay. What does today mean for you?
Friendship, fun, community, just awesomeness.
And I have to ask, because you waved me down, what do you love about the Fox 61 Morning News?
They're always accurate and they're always on time.
Oh my gosh, I think we just shot a commercial right there.
Can we put her in a promo during our commercial break? What is your name?
Adri.
And what do you love about today, the parade?
It's just so fun. I get to meet so many new people. It's just fun.
And have you been eating a lot of candy?
Oh, yeah. So much.
We were standing here earlier and then some float was chucking candy at us. Did you get a lot of candy today? She's currently chewing candy right now. What's your name?
Her name is Caitlin.
Her name is Caitlin. Thank you. What's your name?
Luca.
Luca. And how much fun are you having today?
How much fun Age is having.
Are you just like the candy? So what has been your favorite part of today? Anyone have an answer? What was your favorite?
Probably just, when I get candy, I just give it to my sister.
Oh, that's a nice answer. That's very cool. Yeah.
To do the let's go Wolfpack that part.
Yeah, Sonar was here, and he was saying, let's go Wolfpack.
With the jump.
Yeah, my daughter loves that part too. That's like a crowd favorite.
I found this great young lady as well. What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Sue. I'm from Weathersfield.
And who's this beautiful little girl?
Beautiful Zara.
You are. Good morning.
I am in Newington.
Newington.
You are in Newington. I love that you know what town you live in. That is so wonderful. Do you know how old you are?
5.
You are 5. Why celebrate today? You're dressed head to toe. What does this mean to Hartford and our greater community?
Patty's Day Parade is just always so special to us. We have a great group. Every year we have this street corner every year, and we're here at 9 a.m. getting ready for it. So it's just it's a great day, and we have a big after party.
And Sarah, I think people think that McGillivray is Irish. It is in fact Scottish.
Oh, does it? Oh, I thought that I was.
But on a day like today, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, right? Everyone's
We can all celebrate together.
Yes, well, thank you so much for talking with us. You guys are one of our favorite crowds here.
Thank you.
Dressed to impress.
All right, thank you. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Nice to meet you. Knuckles. Knuckles.
Oh, the candy
Knuckles.
on the ground.
Knuckles. Knuckles. I love your glasses.
In the house as usual. Thank you so much. And it's really just all about the community out there. One more last look at the drone cam, taking a look at the upwards of 50,000 people of spectators and visitors and participants out there for the 53rd annual Greater St. Patrick's Day Parade. We're so happy you're with us here on Fox 61 Plus and CW20. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Happy St. Patrick's Day from the Office of Catholic Schools. There's something greater here. Happy St. Patrick's Day, and welcome to Fox 61 and CW20's coverage of the Greater Hartford St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on the CW20 as we celebrate a huge tradition here in Hartford, the 53rd Greater Hartford St. Patrick's Day Parade. It has been a morning full of excitement and energy.
Get those hamstrings loosened up. Let's watch some dancing. That was the scene just outside the Bushnell in the earlier part of the parade route. So many different dance troupes, Irish dance and other forms of dance that are featured here in the Greater Hartford St. Patrick's Day Parade. Just as we bring in Jim Moriarty again, just one of many sort of facets of Irish culture that run the gamut It's some cultures, they just sort of focus on food. Others focus on music. Ireland's got it all, right? They've got the food, music, dance, literature. It's almost like 4 legs of a table.
Well, and the other piece that's huge in Irish culture is sports. So it's music, it's dance, it's sports. Some would say the Irish come up a little short in the food category.
Hey, corned beef and cabbage is pretty good. I'm making that tomorrow.
But yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, very Irish-only sports. It's not just Gaelic football. We've mentioned hurling before. Hard to describe because it looks like it's impossible to do. But then camogie, sort of a women's-only version of
Exactly. And over the last probably decade or so, Irish sports here in Greater Hartford have made a huge comeback thanks to both Irish and Irish Americans who got a background in that. Again, that's the sort of thing that gets passed down through generations for both boys and girls now. And certainly we have here in Hartford programs for children right up through adults.
And does it help that at the Irish American home in Glastonbury, you got a big field right there?
Well, that was huge foresight on the part of the people that left Grove Street here in Hartford and built that club in Glastonbury with the pitch, as it's called, in the Irish sports vocabulary. But that makes a huge difference, and in fact, that's property that gets used by teams from other places who come here and play as well.
And you noted earlier in the broadcast that so many people of Irish heritage drawn to acts of public service, of volunteering, of serving the community. And we've seen a number of police departments and fire departments, with many celebrating their Irish pride.
Yeah, we're taking a look at the East Hartford Police Department now. They have a tradition that dates back to 1699 when Daniel Bidwell was appointed as the constable for Hartford east of the river.
And East Hartford's parade chairs are Teresa Doyle and Sana Hart. Their town marshal this year, we just saw him right there, that's Mike Walsh, former mayor of East Hartford. Their East Hartford honoree is Brittany Cavalieri, chairman of the East Hartford Alumni Association, Education Foundation, basketball coach in town, and both people very active in that community.
And this should be the Stony Creek Fife and Drum Corps coming up.
Founded in 1886. And they've won 6 Connecticut State Fifers and Drummers Association championships. Very impressive. They even played at a St. Patrick's Day parade in Dublin, Ireland. So let's take a listen in to see the sights and sounds.
There, the East Hartford High School, the Hornets, the cheerleaders. Good to see them as they are a part of the parade every year. We got more coming up, waiting for the Mattatuck Drum Band to make their way up. But let's get to Fox 61's Keith McGilvery and Sarah Sanchez while we're waiting. Guys, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. We are celebrating all that is great about Hartford and our greater community. Elaine, I last saw you in your classroom. We were making care packages for veterans.
I was.
You were on the side of this parade route cheering on each and every veteran that walks on by. Why was that important to you?
I am a member of the American Legion Auxiliary, Unit 96, Hazelage of West Hartford. So a proud supporter of our veterans and our active military. And so, got to come out here and cheer them on.
And I have to have you step aside just 1 minute because my new friend who gave me a kiss, Aunt Mary, is out here. What are you enjoying about the day?
Oh, it's just fun to be here.
All right, well, thank you for the smooch.
All these Irish people.
Yeah, thank you for the smooch. Sarah, you have some great folks too.
I have a mom, a local mom from West Hartford, but she's originally from Ireland. So what is your name?
Hi, my name is Mary Claire.
Yeah, you can hear her beautiful accent. I love it. So what does a parade like this mean to you?
It's very special, especially since I'm here with my kids. So yeah, it's awesome. It's all about heritage and family and celebrating our Irishness.
One thing, big question I'm sure a lot of people want to know, is St. Patrick's Day a big deal in Ireland back home?
It is a big deal, yeah, and it always has been. So we celebrate just as big in Ireland, if not bigger. Yeah.
That's so cool. And do your boys like coming out?
Yep, they love coming to the parade, seeing all the floats and the balloons and everybody out celebrating, waving their flags and wearing their green.
So I asked you too, like, how long have you been here in the United States?
Yep, I'm here this year. Will be 20 years. So yeah, it's a milestone year for me.
Yeah, so it's so special for your son, Danny and Jack. He's being goofy there. So what's your favorite part about the parade?
Did you get any candy?
Yeah.
Did you get any candy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's, like I keep saying, family affair. It's a big deal for people with Irish heritage, and I'm going to send it back to you in the studio.
Yeah, it's so cool to see all the heritage, so much Irish pride turning out. Keith might have a date after this, right? He's getting so much attention. So great to see the kids out there as well. Let's send it out to Kayla Cade. Right now, she's over on Capitol Avenue, kind of where the parade got started. Kayla, you've been having so much fun out there. What's going on now?
Yes, definitely having so much fun here. It's my first time doing this, so I am definitely enjoying it. Just watching a lot of dancers here. I mean, it's just, I saw one team just dancing on top of the truck. I mean, if that's not talent, I don't know what is. Now, I do have some friends here. I got my green on. You guys got your green on. What are your names?
My name is Maddie.
Maddie.
My name is Bella.
Bella, nice to meet you guys. How has it been for you guys so far?
It's really good. I like the dancing a lot. Yeah, I love the dancers and the parades and the music.
And then this is not your first time being here, correct?
Yeah, it's our second. We went when we were babies. Yeah, this is my second time too.
What does it mean for you guys to be here at this parade?
It's really nice to get out of the house, but it's a little bit chilly, and I like it a lot. I'm really excited to be here because it's my second time.
You guys been getting some candy throughout the day, right?
Yeah.
And any plans with your parents after the parade to continue the celebration if you guys are?
We're probably gonna go. We're gonna hang out with our friend, and then we're gonna might have a sleepover with our other friend. Yeah, and then we're gonna go out to dinner. Yeah.
Perfect. That sounds so much fun. Well, thank you guys for speaking with me today. Thank you guys so much. We'll continue this coverage throughout the morning. You guys stay with me. Bye. We're going to send it back over to the studio.
Michaela, thank you. Now, right before we sent our broadcast out to her, you might have seen a vintage fire truck. We always like pointing that out. That's Maxine. Not as many fire trucks have names. It's a 1940 Mack fire engine. It's usually housed in East Hartford at the Hockenham Hose Company, but it is always just so beautifully maintained. It's great to see Maxine out every year for the parade.
And that's cool that she has a name. She's just known as Maxine.
Yeah.
She's not a regular fire truck. That's Maxine.
Still running strong, too. And a shout out to the fire chief right now, Kevin Munson.
And this is another look at the Mulcahy School.
Love the outfits.
You wouldn't want to have to buy one.
Because they're very expensive?
They are
How
very
expensive are we
expensive.
talking?
We're talking 4 figures.
No, you're kidding.
way.
Yes.
For one of those outfits?
Yes.
What is this, a wedding dress?
What makes them
Yeah.
so expensive?
Well, most of them come from Ireland.
Okay.
They're very elaborate, hand-beaded, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
The best of the best materials, I presume? For paying that much?
One would hope.
Handled with care?
Yes.
Hand beaded. They have to pay the people who are taking the time to make them. Wow.
And as you can see, it's not just people on the parade float. Look how many are trailing behind, and it looks like we're about to get a performance.
You walk in front and I bring up the rear with Mary Jane.
certainly recently Irish dancing has become, and the choreography associated with it has become much more creative.
Yeah.
As you heard, that was dancing to music with lyrics. So it's not just dancing to a fiddle or an accordion.
Did you recognize the song? You're usually pretty good at it.
I did not.
Come on.
It's all right.
But just the endurance and the flexibility.
Yes.
Those are some high
Yes.
kicks out there.
Yeah.
Oh, most of them can kick higher than our heads.
It's incredible.
wow.
Yeah.
Put the Rockettes to shame, right?
Absolutely.
Let's check in with our Fox 61 Keith McGilvery and Sarah Sanchez. They've been out living it up with the kids and the bagpipes out there. What's going on, Keith and Sarah?
We are indeed. We have these great young ladies from Glastonbury. Happy St. Patrick's Day! You have your green drinks, your green shirts, your necklaces. What's your name?
Riley,
What are you loving about today?
all the green, all the festivity, it's so fun. I'm just loving it.
I love it and we love you. You having a good time out here?
Oh yeah!
Sarah, you have some great little ones too.
Look at little Emiliano. He's so cute. Where's your family from?
Weathersfield, Connecticut.
There you go. So why do you guys come out every year?
We just love coming to Harvard to celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
And your kids are so cute. You immediately were like, let's get on the news. They're so lively. And Emiliano, and what's your daughter's name?
Gabriella.
Gabriella. And who are you with here today?
With my dad, my mother-in-law, and my brother and sister-in-law.
There you go. So what's been your favorite part today?
Everything, honestly.
Great. Emiliano, before we go, I need you to dance one more time for me, okay? Go. Yeah. He's so cute. There we go. Whoa. He's so cute. Great job. Whoa. Can you get back up, Keith? Woo!
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
All right, Keith, thank you. As you can see there in the box in the upper left corner of your screen, we are now on to the Newington delegation.
And the Newington contingent is led by Chairperson Tommy McBride. Their town marshal this year is Gary Turco, an 8-year state representative representing Newington. Their town honoree, Bill Jameson, who spent 30 years on the Newington Police Department.
We also have the St. Peter's Drum Corps, all dressed in red there. They were organized in 1930s in St. Peter's Parish in Torrington. It was organized to give kids some recreation and fellowship during the Great Depression.
And they participated in the parade for as far back as I can remember.
And they've performed in 14 different states and over in D.C. They say one of the most memorable trips was back in '96 when the Corps performed Stars and Stripes Forever for Pope John Paul II at the Vatican.
Wow, that's impressive. What do we have here? I think this is the Newington Police Department. We have the police chief, Christopher Perry, and this department's committed to serving the community through progressive and innovative policing methods. They were founded in 1934, so much history on display here at the parade.
Up next.
Keep it going with the fire department. This is the Newington Volunteer Fire Department.
One thing I've always been curious about, Jim, is how they decide the order of the contingents each year. We know Hartford goes first, but after that?
Well, we actually divide the parade in half, and towns alternate every other year. So if you're in the first half of the parade this year, you draw for parade position in the second half next year,
That's interesting.
and vice versa. So it gives everybody an opportunity to be in the first half of the parade at least every other year, and everybody gets the equal opportunity of, unfortunately, having to be last.
Is it really that bad? Like, there's so much energy at the end, right?
The issue is it's tough on a cold day, waiting all that time to step off.
Oh, the doggies are out there.
The dog is like, what is all of this?
We saw just a minute ago Bogies for the Brave, a nonprofit, not to be confused with Birdies for the Brave, too. A lot of golf, a lot of help for veterans. They were incorporated in 2016 initially as a golf tournament, but last year raised over $300,000. And now you can see the Knights of Columbus.
Yeah, they are a global Catholic fraternal organization and service order founded in New Haven in 1882 by a priest named Michael McGivney over at the St. Mary's Church.
And as of 2024, they reported having 2.1 million members worldwide.
And they originated right here in New Haven, Connecticut.
Wow.
Something not a lot of people know.
Oh, another
Rock and roll
performance
bagpipes.
here.
Yeah, let's listen in.
Can I just say how much I love that man's hair right there? Yeah. As he's jamming out on that electric guitar, sounding great.
And his hat.
Just
I think
completes
he's
the
been a
look.
Guns N' Roses fan.
Yeah.
He likes Slash.
Completes the fit.
And no, Jim, I cannot identify that tune either.
I almost had it. All right. Well, we just have to step aside for just a couple of minutes as you're looking here from the Wadsworth Athenaeum at our vantage point on Main Street at the Greater Hartford St. Patrick's Day Parade, the 53rd edition. We'll be back with a lot more.
Happy St. Patrick's Day from Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. If there's any delay, it's you we pay. Happy St. Patrick's Day from the Connecticut Department of Transportation. Take a ride share or use a designated driver. Drive safe and save lives this St. Patrick's Day.
Welcome back to the 53rd Annual Greater St. Patrick's Day Parade. We're so happy you're with us here on Fox 61 Plus and CW20. We're taking another live look at the parade as they walk through downtown Hartford. And we're going to send it out to our field reporter, Kayla Cade, who's been in for all the action, a front row seat. Kayla, where are you and what's happening?
Yeah, we're here at the finish line, and I'm here with Romeo. How are you today?
I'm good. I worked up a sweat. It's been great energy. It's been really fun.
Yes, I've also been having a time here as well. It's been really fun for me, too. Can you tell me a little bit more about what are you handling right now?
Yeah, so this is Rainbow. It's a giant puppet from Ann Cubberley's Giant Puppets. She's a local Hartford artist over in the Parkville area.
What does it mean to you to be able to participate in this parade today?
It just feels like such a gift to get to showcase local Hartford art. I think people don't know how many incredible artists are here in Hartford making really unique stuff. Like, they've been able to travel internationally with these puppets, and the love and craftsmanship that goes into each one is just stunning. Like, so much personality, so much energy, and it's really fun.
Love that. And is there anything else you would like for people to know about the artwork, about the design that you have here, or about the parade?
You know, I love that the rainbow is such a visibly queer symbol, and it feels great to be a queer person in Hartford getting to rep that, especially right now.
Thank you so much for speaking with me, Romeo.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Make sure you stay warm and stay safe. I'll send it back to you guys back at the studio.
All right, Kayla, thank you.
Kayla Kane, Fox 61.
And thank you, Kayla. All right, we are deep into the West Hartford contingent, Jim.
And we just had a glimpse of the Shamrock School of Irish Dance under the direction of Sheila Stevens and Shannon Barry. The West Hartford Parade contingent is chaired by John and Kathleen Staunton, a brother and sister team. This year, West Hartford is honoring as their honoree Ball for a Cure, which is a charity that supports families experiencing pediatric cancer. Their two directors, Luke Reynolds and Cole Stabnick. We congratulate them on their honor and thank them for their work.
And we're looking at the Colonel John Chester Fife and Drum Corps. This is the Connecticut's oldest junior ancient fife and drum corps. They're based out of Wethersfield, established in 1940.
Oh, look at the little one.
Right. It's so cool seeing so many age groups here.
Certainly, fife and drum corps is very uniquely New England, based on our history.
Yes. I know we didn't get a chance to see a lot from the Shamrock School of Irish Dance, but how nice it is that it's a mother, a daughter, and now a granddaughter.
Exactly.
Too. And, three generations there in that family.
And Sheila herself, a native of Ireland.
Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
neat. All right, we're going to check back in with Keith and Sarah. How are things shaping up where you guys are?
Still finding the most exciting crowds, the most fun families out here. We found the Bubble Crew out on Main Street right now. What is your name?
Grayson?
And where are you from? How much fun are you having?
A lot.
What has been your favorite part so far?
Probably one of the bands back there.
The bands, yeah, it's fun to dance, right? Yes. All right, and Keith has the Bubble Crew over here.
Kyler, you're like the parade hype man. Are you having fun out here?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part? The bubbles?
Yeah.
It's so loud, it's probably hard to tell. You folks made the trip from New Britain. Why celebrate as a family?
Because it's fun and it's good to celebrate with a whole bunch of family and friends and see everybody, the culture.
What does it say about community, whether you're Irish, I'm not Irish, I'm Scottish, we're all out here, we're having a good time.
You can bring just everybody together to have fun.
Well, we are really grateful you're here, young man. I saw you front row of the parade. What is your name?
Benjamin.
And where are you from?
Connecticut.
What town?
Glastonbury.
Glastonbury, okay, I love it. Home of my Super Jack. What have you enjoyed about the parade?
Everything.
Everything? Did you have a favorite float?
No, not yet.
All right, well, I think you need a few more beads. Do you want some of mine? There you go. If I can get them off here, Sarah, we'll figure it out. I don't know.
We'll figure that out, yeah.
There we go.
You
Happy
keep losing
St.
beads
Patrick's
and
Day.
scarves and everything. Who's this
Thank
little
you,
guy
my friend.
here? What's his name? The little Knox? He is so adorable. We saw him with the bubbles earlier, and I said that is so smart that you bring bubbles because he is just so entertained, and everyone's loving it too. It's like walking through the bubbles.
It's very nice weather this year.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
not cold, it's not ugly, it's not raining, it's nice. So.
Yes, perfect weather, she says. You heard it there. We're having a lot of fun.
It is indeed a lot of our first responders making their way down the parade route as well from so many communities out here today.
Yes,
And it is just remarkable to see all these great folks. A reminder, we're on Fox 61 Plus. You can send us your highlights. We'll share your photos all next week at the Fox
Absolutely.
61 Morning News. Stay with us. Much more to come right here. We are Connecticut's news station. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
We'll be right back.
Happy St. Patrick's Day from Aligned Elevator. Aligned with all of your elevator needs. Happy St. Patrick's Day from the Office of Catholic Schools. There's something greater here.
Good afternoon. We are giving you the sights and sounds from the 53rd Greater Hartford St. Patrick's Day Parade. Checking out the parade route right now, where we've seen a lot of action this morning, a lot of energy, a lot of excitement. It's all happening in downtown Hartford.
Yeah, the West Hartford contingent has made its way past our vantage point across from the Wadsworth Athenaeum, and we're now on to the South Windsor contingent.
And South Windsor is chaired by Margaret Shea and Kathy Kennison. Their honorees this year, Keith Reynolds of the South Windsor Fire Department and former state senator Kevin Rennie.
Taking a live look at the kids camp. There's been so many young faces out there celebrating their Irish heritage, smiling with their decked out looks, looking as cute as can be. 50,000 people out there this morning, and the weather has really been cooperating, making it much easier to enjoy.
All right, we are now checking out the Glastonbury Town honoree.
And we see a glimpse of Jessica Dunn, who is not only Glastonbury's chair, but she was selected by the rest of the committee as their honoree this year for all of her contributions to the Glastonbury Committee and its involvement in this parade.
And you hear it, but that's the fire truck coming through with the Glastonbury Fire Department, formally established in 1943. Their current chief, Michael Thurs.
It looks like they have a new truck.
Yeah, that's shiny.
No.
Yeah, that was freshly washed.
Yeah, and it looks modern.
Yeah,
Can't exactly tell
not
you why,
vintage.
but you're right.
It looks a little
modern.
updated.
And of course, Glastonbury, one of its big contributions, just being the home of the Irish American Club, maybe the epicenter of all the celebrations in Connecticut. And now we're on to New Britain.
And we have a look at their honorees, Sharon Savidra, who is their town marshal, currently serving as an alderperson in New Britain, someone who's significantly been involved in efforts in the interest of students with special needs. Their town honoree is attorney Michael Carrier, who's held a variety of positions in community and civic organizations in New Britain, including the Board of Ed and his association with the Boys and Girls Club. And there's our last year honoree from New Britain, Mayor Erin Stewart.
Yeah, the current mayor.
Yeah, she'll be doing this as mayor for the last time, as she's announced. She's running for governor, stepping down as mayor. So good to see her. Yeah, she has always mentioned how proud she has been to be honored in the past, a part of this, right? She's mostly Irish, I think has a little Scottish heritage too, she said.
And New Britain has made such a resurgence as a participating town in the parade, chaired by Dennis Morell and Maggie Heath-Ringrose, two people who've done an incredible job of generating tremendous spirit, tremendous financial support for the parade in the city of New Britain. And I hope we'll get a chance to see the float that they've put together for this year's parade.
Yeah, it's always very creative. And we're shining the spotlight on a lot of the first responders. I'm sure you saw the New Britain Police Department, the Honor Guard. I believe we also have the Emergency Management Services and the Color Guard. So great to see them from our drone camera from up above.
It's great to see how many color guards, how many marching bands, because just like you were saying with Irish dance, it requires precision, it requires dedication, and those are the things they really look to just to try to make sure they're representing their colors, representing their respective organizations. That the time and the effort that they put into doing these things, ceremonious as they are, is still what is most important to them and what they're really trying to get across in a lot of these performances.
Let's take a live listen in on these pipes and drums.
All right, quick look at the Connecticut Firefighters, Pipes and Drums. They were founded back in 1992, and they perform at about 50 to 70 fire service-related events every year.
And if you're wondering what that long line of maroon and gold is, that is the New Britain High School Golden Hurricanes marching band and cheerleaders. I don't know this for a fact, but just anecdotally, they have to be the largest marching band contingent for a high school every single year and might be one of the biggest in the state. They are very proud of what they do and the numbers that they turn out year after year. So we'll have more with them, but we just have to step aside for just a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more coverage of the 53rd Annual Greater Hartford St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Happy St. Patrick's Day from Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. If there's any delay, it's you we pay. Happy St. Patrick's Day from Aligned Elevator. Aligned with all of your elevator needs.
Good afternoon. We're taking another live look at the 53rd Annual Greater Hartford St. Patrick's Day Parade. It has been a great day so far, and we really appreciate you tuning in. We want to take another live look out where Fox 61's Keith McGilvery and Sarah Sanchez are. They've been getting all the action. Good morning, good afternoon, I should say, Keith and Sarah. How are you?
We're up. Oh, we're up. Sorry, it is very loud. This is the New Britain High School band behind our camera, so that's why I couldn't hear anything. But there they are. They sound amazing. We are out on Main Street. The parade's almost over, but the fun has just begun out here on Main Street.
So much of this parade is about reconnecting with old friends. My best buddies, Brendan and Sean, good to see you. All-star employees with Opportunity Works in Vernon, supporting people of any and all abilities. Mom, Sarah, you're out here. You guys are out here every single year. Why come out as a family?
Every single year we come out as a family, we bring friends, and we have a great time.
And tell me about the special friendship between these two young men as we celebrate people of all abilities in our community.
They have been friends since elementary school, and they love doing everything together. They play sports together, they go to their program together, they go to every activity they can together. They're just they love each other.
They love each other. Happy St. Patrick's Day, my friend.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, you so too.
Should we dance a little bit?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Who do you have, Sarah?
I have someone with a fantastic name and very easy for me to remember. This is Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
So where are you from?
Vernon, South Windsor, Glastonbury, all surrounding towns. I'm here with my friend Gary, my dad, Sandy, all my friends and family, everyone here, my mom, my sister, Greg, Mike, my boyfriend, everyone.
Do you do this every year?
Yes, we do. We're the first ones here every year.
What do you mean you're the first ones?
We get these 2 bus stops, and we enjoy.
Look at you, got this huge crowd behind you chanting your name. No offense, you're quite short, and you have this whole crowd, you're leading everyone.
Yes, I am. They're all...
So what do you guys do when you set up early in the morning?
Well, we get our gear ready. We got all of our beads, our clothing, our drinks, our food, and we just enjoy the day.
Very cool. What's going to happen after the parade?
We haven't decided yet.
Okay, yeah. It's still pretty early in the day. Well, thanks for joining us and sharing with the fun. Everyone want to say Happy St. Patrick's Day?
1, 2, 3, Happy St. Patrick's Day! Okay, we gotta dance, we gotta dance. Say back to you.
No, back to you, man, boy.
Back to you. Back to you.
Oh my goodness. Okay, here's a drone shot of the New Britain High School Golden Hurricanes marching band and cheerleaders. They have a lot of folks. Now, Tim, you said that they might be one of the largest.
Yeah, they've got to be. I mean, just look at their numbers right there. Again, it's nothing I know as a fact, but they show up like this every single year, rain or shine.
Showing up, showing out, and they performed at Disney earlier this month. How cool is that?
They have an extra pep in their step.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a couple minutes ago, we saw the New Britain Elks Lodge, 957, just one of many different fraternal organizations and social organizations here sort of committed to benevolence. And they're just another part of a great tradition here at the Greater Hartford St. Patrick's Day Parade.
And there we see the New Britain Float, which is a commemoration of Dublin Hill, which is identified as the place where Irish immigrants first came to in the city of New Britain. And on the float are people representing some of the early immigrants who settled there.
Yeah, we have not seen this float before, I believe, right? This is the first time.
They've worked very hard on this year.
I love the guy with the walking stick.
Yes, I was
He
just
is a
checking him
full
out.
character right there. I love it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But that's, of course, what we often see, right? That is just sort of how immigration works, that people who are coming over from a particular country, they like to stick together when they arrive in the new world. I know certainly that's why there are sister city programs with a lot of different other countries out there, of which New Ross is the one for Hartford. And curious to see to what degree a lot of people who are coming from one particular place in Ireland might have stuck together and come to a certain town or city in Connecticut. I don't know that as much. I know on the Italian side, that I've seen a lot of that. And on the Polish side, a lot of people from particular towns in Sicily would come over to Hartford, whereas people from the next town over in Sicily would go to Meriden or Middletown. And so they sort of kept together that way.
Well, in a place like New York, where the numbers were huge, they actually had and still do county organizations for exactly that reason, that people from the same county would come together and sort of acclimate as a group in that way.
And it makes it a little bit easier, the transition to the new
absolutely.
world.
And you had mentioned, you see that with Poland here,
Right.
we're out, Martin Russel's here, also a big part of a big Polish community in New Britain.
So this, I think you saw the walking hot dog as well. They're located on Grove Street, moved here from 1937. We're also taking a look at 5 churches, the brewing company. That's going to be a hit later on today, right? As we celebrate St. Patrick's Day weekend. They were established in 2018, located over on Arch Street. Welcome.
And in fact, New Britain will continue the day with a bit of a pub crawl across the city.
Yeah, big weekend for celebrating.
Yeah, a lot of traditions that go into today, even the night before. I think there's usually a pretty big mass the night before at St. Patrick's and St. Anthony's right down the road. So that's just the beginning of what is a great, great tradition.
Another great turnout. 50,000 people, another wrap, 53rd years.
All right, what else do we have? I believe that was it. New Britain, yeah, one of the bigger contingents. I want to say save the best for last. They're all wonderful, but it's great to see them and great to see some great music there from the Golden Hurricanes marching band cheerleading squad right there at the end of the parade.
And it is nice to see the families. We've talked a lot about tradition, this being a tradition for a lot of families here. I can't remember if it was Keith and Sarah or one of our other field crews who spoke to a woman who had her child with her, but years ago, back in 2019, she said the baby was in the womb, still there, but in the womb. And today, the baby is along the parade route experiencing it for themselves. I think that is so cool.
So many traditions being passed down, and this is a parade that really honors the community. And just 53 years and counting. Are you going to be around for the next year?
Well, I'll be around for at least the next year, I hope. Unless you know something I don't know. But that's the plan. That's the plan.
Oh, something to look forward to.
All right, one last question. I want you to take a guess. How many people do you think at the maximum today will be at the Irish American Club in Glastonbury?
Well, there will probably be exploding numbers out the door onto the field that we talked about previously.
Yeah.
That's always a great day on parade day, and of course that celebration will continue to the weekend to the big holiday on Monday as well.
Yeah, St. Patrick's Day proper. So thank you for just spending a part of this Saturday morning, a part of this wonderful St. Patrick's Day weekend with us here on Fox 61 and CW20. Of course, thank you to all of you who are streaming this on Fox 61 Plus as well. Get out there, have a great time, celebrate safely, and thank you again for joining us.
Make it a great one.
News.